Welcome to episode 135 of This Week in Marketing show, also known as the TWIM show. This is your host Sajid Islam, and today I'll be going over the notable news and updates in the digital marketing space from the week of November 14 through 18, 2022. Also keep in mind that this has been a relatively quiet week, not so many updates, so this is going to be a very quick and short episode. First off, we're going to cover an update from Wix. Wix is something we generally do not cover. However, given that what Wix is doing directly ties into SEO, I thought this was something it's important to cover. Wix has now rolled out a new SEO settings that provide 100% control of critical technical SEO data at the page level in one place. I myself checked out the Wix's video that Wix has attached to their announcement, and I thought this was pretty cool. Now, generally when Wix came out, Wix was something had a bad reputation for Wix not being SEO friendly, Wix not doing a lot of things like you can change individual page stuff, things like that. However, with this update, everything changes, right? You can basically go ahead and modify the page, the technical SEO, like in the page name, the page descriptions, and other metadata directly from one dashboard without having to go back and forth. I thought this was very user friendly. Now, having said that, I'm still not suggesting that you migrate from WordPress to Wix. WordPress has a lot more flexibility and a lot more stuff. I'm biased. All our websites are on WordPress. We also have a test website on Weebly. It's not Wix, but it's Weebly. It's the same thing. There are always limitations. Now, however, if you are non-technical, you don't want to hire a WordPress person and you want to do it yourself, by all means, go ahead and use Wix, and this is a good update for you. Right, but if you are thinking maybe this is the time to migrate from Wix into or WordPress into Wix, I would say please don't do that. Next up, LinkedIn has launched this thing called Brand Safety Hub to manage audience network placements. Basically, it's for those brands who says, we don't want our ad to show up next to, bad stuff like or ad on questionable websites. This is something for them. You can actually download and place exclusions, things like that. However, if you are a small business, this does not really apply, and our audiences are listeners are mostly from small businesses. I mean, at this point, you really shouldn't care unless you are getting your LinkedIn ads shown up to let me see, scammy spam website that tricks people into clicking it, things like that. Then you can go ahead and do that. Okay, just so that it's there. Let's move on to TikTok. TikTok has announced a small business accelerator as well as $100 ad credits for small businesses. This is part of this hashtag Shop Small Accelerator, and this is in partnership with American Express. They're basically trying to push small businesses, grow small businesses, and their hashtag Shop Small Accelerator is a one-stop shop for small businesses who are looking for expert creative guidance from popular TikTok creators and opportunity to reach new customers by jumping on the latest trend or a way to boost growth. Yes, I just read it from the show notes. But I think that even though it's a mouthful, I think what this is all about. I actually like TikTok in the way that TikTok is pro-business, pro-user, always making changes, doing things. And I might sound biased over Facebook, like I haven't covered a Facebook update where Facebook this week also announced a couple of initiatives for small businesses, buy from black and something like that. I just thought that was really bland. Only because I'll tell you, the Buy from Black, they had a website and they talked about, in the announcement, you have tips like how to set up your studio, things like that. I went back and forth, up and down, everywhere on the website, on the Buy from Black website, and I could not really find anything regarding all those things, like really good information. It was all kind of saying, hey, sign up for WhatsApp, sign up for this messaging and that messaging and things like that. So it was Facebook. I mean, obviously all this platform will have their own hidden agenda, but that was too much, too blatant. I mean, Facebook, I thought, it was just like wolf in sheep's clothing. Now, on the flip side, I like what's coming out of TikTok only because it seems like, they are really interested. Like, for example, To help small businesses get started on the platform, TikTok is giving away up to 250,000 ad credits to eligible small businesses. Those eligible businesses can receive up to $100 ad credit to use on TikTok after they spend $50 on first TikTok ad campaigns. This is similar to what Google does even now. So basically, their pool size is $250,000, and then everyone is gonna get $100 ad credit. So if Market and Grow sign up for ad, we're gonna get $100 ad credit after the first $50, which is not bad. Right. So if you've been thinking of running a TikTok test campaign, maybe this is something for you. So for more details, go check out tiktokshopsmall.com. Again, the link is in our show notes. Next up, TikTok has launched an audience insights tool that advertisers can now use the new audience insights in TikTok Ads Manager to drill down into specific demographic details about the audience in the app, their including interests, usage behavior, gender splits, and more. TikTok's audience insights filters are now listed at the left-hand side of the Ads Manager reporting section. And also, just so that you know, TikTok has a TikTok Creative Center Insights and Ad Library to see what's working in your niche. All these links you can find in our show notes. Next up, talking about insights, Google has introduced a shopping tab in Search Console. Now they're in the process of rolling out, so you may and may not see. But if you're eligible, it will eventually show up. What Google is saying, the eligible online store owners that have implemented product markup will see a new section called shopping tab listings. This is Google is saying it's rolling out gradually for the next few weeks, so you might not say it right away. Now, why I like this is because this is going to give you some insight as to how well your products are performing in Google search, and this is something data you need, like where is your show up, where does your product show up, which page, what's the link, how many people click, things like that. Up until now, you didn't really have this insight, so I think this is very valuable. Again, make sure you have product schema tag. Let me see, what is it called again? Yes. Product markup. So basically it's the schema tag. Like, you want to do that. I've covered the schema tag, product schema tag in the past. Again, this is one of the places where if you have things like WordPress, it's a lot easier for you to play with all these things, make these changes versus say Wix or Shopify. Yeah, they may do it, but you have certain control because they do it at the top level, right? You only have so much, or maybe you need to have a higher developer and things like that, and you go back into the whole thing. So folks, let's move on to the next one. The next one is Google now is recommending you use dots and for decimal numbers in review snippet structured data. Again, this is structured data. We just talked about it in the past. In the last update, about structured product review structured data. So we're talking about it now, and Google is saying, hey, you can still use comma, but we prefer you use dots. And you know what? When Google says they prefer you use dots, you should do it. Now, you don't have to do it right away, but schedule it with your developer. If you're anywhere you're using comma for your values, numerical data, you want to change it to dots. Finally, for this week is Microsoft Ads now support video ads. This was something in beta testing since last year. In September 2021, Microsoft ran this test, and obviously it was limited to a few countries. Now Microsoft has announced this is generally not globally. It's available to a few countries, including the United States. I don't care about the countries outside the Americas, just because our focus is US. And what Microsoft is saying is that you really get better results if you combine video campaign with your search and image campaign, because they've seen an increase up to 50% more conversions. The videos can be anywhere from 2 seconds to up to 2 minutes, or 6 seconds to up to 2 minutes. And the Microsoft video ads are targeted based on user browsing behavior, LinkedIn, and intent data from Bing Search and Microsoft Edge browser. There you go. If Microsoft ads are not in your arsenal, folks, this is the time to start, because very soon Netflix ads are gonna be shown through Microsoft ads. Hang on a second, let me correct that. Very soon Microsoft ads are gonna be shown on Netflix, okay? Because Netflix has partnered with Microsoft ads. So with that said, Folks, it's high time you get in, and I tell you, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to jumping on the Microsoft ads just because when the Netflix announces, everyone is going to jump in. And you know what? We are going to be in a unique position to take advantage of that just because, we've been in the search market, and I myself personally have been testing Microsoft ads in-house. With that, folks, that's it for this week in marketing. Now you know everything to be in the know. Once again, this is your host Sajid Islam signing off. Until next week, take care. Bye-bye.